The other day, someone told me that they thought I was reading a bit too much of popular fiction, and they said that I should branch out and try to read more obscure books that no one has ever heard of before. And while I did try to say that I do try to read a lot of everything in general, I like to read a lot of popular stuff and I like to read a lot of stuff that I've never heard of before, but they had it in their head that I only read popular fiction. They told me that I should really get out of this bubble that I was in of reading everything that everyone else was reading, because essentially I was just having the same thoughts and opinions as everyone else, and that I should read other books that no one has ever heard of because there are a lot of other great books out there that deserve to be read by everyone else. And when they told me this, I just kind of nodded my head and was like, yeah, okay, that's cool, and I let it go. But it was something that really stuck with me for the rest of that day and also till this point in time right now, and I really want to talk about that because I have a lot of thoughts and opinions on if we should be reading what everyone else is reading. First off, do I think that we should be reading everything that everyone else is reading? Yes. Yes, I do. And here's why. Whenever someone reads a book, we have our own interpretation of that book. Each of us probably thinks something a little bit different. And because of that, I think when we all read popular books, it's great because we have someone to talk to about the books that we're reading. If I was reading an unpopular book that no one else had read before, I wouldn't have anyone to talk to about that, and it's kind of sad. I think it's really good for all of us to read the popular books, because if we're reading Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, Percy Jackson, classic books of the sort, if we're reading all of these popular basic books, then if I see another book person, I can mention these popular books that they have most likely already read, and then I can spark a conversation with them, and that's all I could want, is to talk about books with someone. So yes, read all the popular books. And you may say, no, don't read them all because they could suck. Well, you know what? A lot of books suck and we all don't have the same opinion, but because you're reading the book, you can throw your opinion out there. And if there's a popular book that you don't like, that's fine. DNF it, move on. We're not all gonna like the same thing. I never really understood why people brought down really popular books, because in the beginning these books were just a book, and then someone read that book, and then someone loved that book and told another person about that book, and another person loved it, and then they told a lot of other people, and then it just spread and it blew up. And that is how it happened. Some books do get a lot of hype before they're released because of the author or because of just a lot of pre-reviews, which is something that happens for the most part. Though I think a book starts off as just a book that someone read, they liked, and then they shared with a lot of other people, and it just blew up. With that being said, I think you should also go out of your way to read not so popular books, books that you've never heard of before, because you could love this book, share it with another person, and then the cycle continues, and then that's a really popular book. So overall, in my opinion, I really just think you should read everything. Read the popular books, read the not popular books, read whatever the heck you want to read, because it's your life and you can read what you want, but I don't think you should be putting down someone for what they're reading. I think that's the biggest no-no there could be. If you're reading, I say this all the time, that's all that matters, and that's really all that should matter. Wow, I feel like I've been talking forever. But in the comments below, tell me your thoughts and opinions. How do you feel about popular books? How do you feel about not popular books? Etc, etc. Word vomit is coming out of my mouth now, so I think I need to stop talking. Okay, bye.